Barechaharia Bhaona. This is the one and only biggest theatre festival across the country that carried 220 years of its practice. Several shows at the time of 21 stages performed by more than 500 artists is a rare scene across the country. Assam, the land of rising sun, in the eastern states, surrounded by serene beauty and beautiful sky with verdure, where flora and fauna provides urge to one and all. The mighty Brahmaputra flows through the heart of it. Culture, heritage, and civilization of different castes, creeds, and community took place on both the banks. Though people follow their different language, culture, and heritage, they culminate efforts in building a greater Assam. As mentioned in the Mahabharata, earlier, Assam was known as Pragjyotishpur and then Kamrup. Since prehistoric period, this region has been vibrant and enriched with natural resources and flora and fauna, which is very attractively mentioned in the Mahabharata, and probably Chinese sightseer Huan Sang was overwhelmed witnessing it. In the year 1449, the great saint Srimanta Sankardev was born here to witness a social disorder everywhere. He tried to bring the disordered society under one umbrella of unity, integrity, and brotherhood. To make the Assamese nation united, Saint Sankardev spread the Vaishnavite culture among the people. His follower, Madhav Dev, accompanied him in this journey of Vaishnavite culture. The Mahapurush composed 6 mark of drama Onkyanat, which was followed by the creation of a special play like Jamugrihat by his disciple Mahadev Dev. The ideology of the doer saints was followed by the people, and in the later years, inscription of drama, nat, and bhaunas remained as an unending journey. With the passage of time, the bhauna comes out of the 4 walls of worship place, we call it numbers, and took a universal form. A trend of presenting bhauna in the open space, for which places cleaned for the purpose kholas and started to construct. The common masses started to organize several shows, Hazari Bhaunas in Nagaon, Samuguri, Koliabor, Bordua, etc., places in the open space being able to gather the people under the common society. However, the same has become more universal, while the 220 years long Barechaharia Bhaona started to be celebrated in Jamugrihat Pokamura Pothar. It is pertinent to mention here that Barechaharia Bhaona is a 220 years old unique drama festival held every 5 years at Jamugrihat. On the west bank of Jamugrihat, Kanidikorai to the east, and the mighty Brahmaputra in the south, and towards the foothills of Arunachal Pradesh in the north, the richest in art and culture, the Namghar, that is worship place, city, Jamugrihat is located 50 kilometers away from Tejpur of Sunitpur district. Bare means varieties or different towns or area. A play, Bhaona, performed jointly by the locality of different area is called Barechaharia Bhaona. At the end of every 5 years, such Bhaonas are organized. People from 37 villages collectively work together to construct the spacious stage. The nearby village people construct the spacious stage in the model of a huge bloomed lotus without any help from neither a well-skilled engineer nor any establisher. A portion of the huge blooming lotus modeled stage is for the performing the play, and the other portion is for the viewers. The Barechaharia Bhaona performing stage is different and definitely very unique. Under the huge circular-shaped blooming lotus modeled Barechaharia Bhaona spacious stage, there are separate spaces for various guilds. Each and every space or theatre looks like the blooming petals of a lotus. In spiritual corner of view, this circular stage is being compared with the navel of Lord Vishnu, Navi Kamal. Similarly, the 14 pillars of every shed has been imagined as 14 councils. This established art is an extraordinary creativity of the rustic people without having any technical knowledge. And the materials which are used to construct the shed are all locally available, mainly bamboos and few wood, including sago plant tree, betel nut tree, cane, rattan, raidang, etc. are used, and thatch are used for the walls and the roof. It is an unavoidable measurement of an established knowledge. The Barechaharia Bhaona temporary stage is constructed by means of special mathematical measurement that is like the golden ratio. 42 parts are there in the stage. The play performing portion remains on the plain part, and at the same place, in an insignificant intervention, the viewer's portion, that they can enjoy the play very closely. At the center of the circular area, the throne or the spiritual seat have been established, was designed and ornamented with carved wood. The holy epic Srimad Bhagavad Gita is placed on the throne. As the practice of idol worship is not allowed in Vaishnavism, knowledge have been worshipped here. Around the spiritual seat in the circle, there are some asserted places for the devotee and the religious instructors, Vaishnav Mahantas, which are constructed by means of performing groups. They used to direct the religious performance. Next to this, there remains a central circular portion. At every portion, the group of musicians composing Gayan and Bayon, that is the singer and drummer, who begins the orchestra, we call it Zora, and along with all the performers, walk about all over the stage. The participants of 21 guild perform their show, Bhaona, at a time, and so that the sound of orchestra, song and dialogues making a humming sound on the entire stage at a time. Near about 200 singers and drummers, gayon, bayon, and more than 300 buffons, performances of song, dance drama, narration, etc. of 21 shells, that is a stage at a time, subdues to more than lakhs of people. As soon as the doba, drum, strikes at the first shell, quickly all the dobas begins to strike one after another from all the shells. The fire obstruction used to be flamed. Gayon, bayons of every shell enters the stage across the fire obstruction. After that, once again, the drums strike. It indicates that finally the show begins with the entry of 21 preludes, sutradhars of 21 shells, who recites slokas and narrates the entire story of their drama to be performed. Similarly, with expression of the glory of Lord Krishna, various characters enters the stage, and by the means and motion of the Nabaroh, Navarash, fascinated with sentiment of devotion. It can be said assuredly that people who pour in from various corners of the region reaches several lakhs over the span of the show. The sea of population that surrounds the Bhaona pandal every day are of different caste, creed, and community, and the palpable sense of culture binds each and every one of them into one single thread of humankind. Generally, after every 5 years, according to the Assamese calendar month, that is Fagun and Chaitra, middle of February to the middle of April, this festival is organized on full moon night. From Roghudoloni, Khundakhoa to Pokamura Pothar, the journey of Barechaharia Bhaona festival is continued without any hindrance. Now at Jamugrihat, this Bhaona festival is transformed into a great festival. This is the one and only biggest theatre festival across the country that carried 220 years of its practice. Several shows at the time of 21 stages performed by more than 500 artists is a rare thing across the country. To introduce this precious culture to the masses, way back in 1961, Punit Kaur Gajen Borua, with great regret, published in newspapers that when someone gets to see the scene played by 400 skillful singer and drummer, gayon bayons, dressed up with royal costumes on the lotus petal-shaped stage, they will definitely think its quality is no less than the top shot of V. Shantaram's film dances. But who will take the top shot of this big play, which is a play with the gathering of about 30 to 35,000 farmers as viewers? But yes, had the filmmakers and industrialists from Mumbai or Kolkata knew about it, they would have definitely come here to make documentaries. Today, people in lakhs poured in from various corners of the region reach Jamugrihat to witness and enjoy this Bhaona's great festival. We are also coming here with great enthusiasm and to take the top shot of world's unique blooming lotus-shaped huge Barechaharia Bhaona stage. Punit Kaur Gajen Borua must be very happy today to see the scenario of this great festival from his abode.
राजा तच्चधाने